terrorism is not like a ghost. We have to cease fire right now because there's no point of like killing civilians every day. Because here's the thing. Let's say, for example, that Israel is right. Oh, we need to eradicate Hamas. You've killed like almost 15,000 civilians today. How many Hamas fighters have you created?
Wow.
15,000 people.
Yeah.
Plus 20,000 people injured. Now, this is like a total of 35,000, 40,000 people who have families, who have brothers, who have sons, we have fathers. How many people have you radicalized? Right? For every person you kill, you create more Hamas fighters. Those Hamas fighters that you claim that you're killing, don't they have families? They want to avenge them? Right? So the whole idea of like, oh, let's eradicate. Terrorism is not like a ghost. It's not like these are people. And before saying that, like calling them terrorists, you look at the daily condition that you've put in. Like this is like the biggest open air, not prison, because you go to prison if you did something wrong. This is the biggest open air concentration camp in the world, and it's like it's not an occupation, yes, because the world have never seen anything like this, and the fact that this have been happening day in day out since 1967, it is an atrocity.
A huge question everyone wanted me to ask you was, how do you see this ending, or what's the best outcome?
First, we have to cease fire. Stop killing civilians, and then when the killing stops, we can sit down. That's it. But like before that, we cannot just like speak about that. Just like yesterday, Shifa Hospital were putting like pictures of little babies having the oxygen cut off, and they are like premature babies like died just because they didn't have oxygen. So that could not happen on a daily basis. That could stop. Let's stop the killing, and then we can sit down and talk about this.
And you think a two-state solution is viable?
Again, I'm not a Palestinian, and this is where I say it's like a very longer conversation, you know, and like what kind of states, what kind of land, that is it going to be like? It's too complicated to talk about.
Just got to stop now.
Yeah, just stop now, and then sit down and just kind of like reevaluate everything.
What I wanted to speak to you about is during the last 5 weeks, there's been a lot of, I think, weaponization of the word misinformation, and people silencing others by saying, well, either people are scared to post anything or speak about, have conversations even with their friends about what's going on, about the genocide in Palestine, because they're scared of spreading misinformation, or they are demeaned by people saying that's misinformation, that's propaganda. How do you navigate misinformation and propaganda and the potential of even using AI?
Well, I don't fall into the trap of posting everything I see, because here's what happens in social media. You have an opinion and you surround yourself with the people, or you follow the people that resonate with your opinion, and you end up creating a huge bubble. So your timeline will be different from Liam's timeline, will be different from my timeline. And we could be like 6 people in the room, and everybody has his information totally different. And that's why, as I said in the show today, that's why flat earthers exist.
Yes.
Because they follow people who, this is all confirmation bias.
Yeah.
So all of us coming in with already our confirmation bias. So anything that's outside of that confirmation bias is misinformation, is propaganda. So just like an example, I posted on my social media yesterday, someone put like something on my page, and I reposted it about like me using the olive oil as like an example of like what has been happening and how Israel kind of like uprooted 800,000 thing. And then like a guy who's like obviously like, you know, pro-Israeli said like, where's the information about 800,000 people? There's nothing. And people kind of like giving articles, but like, oh, this is just like 300. This is like 500.
Yeah.
So I kind of like wrote a big post like, and I put him the source, which is the New Yorker. And then at the end I told him, I'm a doctor and a nerd. Never, ever question my sources, bitch.
Don't bitch.